Hello and welcome back to another AEW Collision review. Hello everybody, I'm Joe2 in Love. Here for the absolute last stop before AEW All In. Yes, it just wrapped up. Yes, I did watch it. But I wouldn't be doing justice by not going over All In or giving my thoughts on All In before All Collision. So here we are to talk about Collision first, which I'd say was an alright show. Wasn't really story driven behind it. We did have that 8-man our main event tag team match. But aside from that, not really much. I mean, Samoa Joe did be on the show. Nothing much. So let's go over the Collision side of things before. But thank you all for joining me. If you're new to the podcast and you want to see more videos, click the subscribe as well as at the end of the video or now. Give the video a thumbs up and a like. But last, thank you all. Let's get going. So, Jack Perry. Originally, it's supposed to happen on Wednesday, Dynamite, but there was so much riding into Dynamite that they moved it to Collision, which, they filmed Collision after the show because, London wanted to give the talent enough time to travel to London for time for Dynamite. So there was that. So Perry was out there. It was a good segment, I have to say. So he was out there. He had pallbearers with all holding a canvas that was carrying the FTW title. So interesting touch. And they had a portrait of the FTW title in the ring. There was a table set up. So basically you knew where this was heading. So Perry talked about lineage and wanted to bring up a slideshow of some of the great moments of the FTW title. So he brought up a phony montage of pictures of him with the FTW title. So all of a sudden he goes to speak on and he goes underneath the table, grabs a sledgehammer, and so he's about to wail on the title with this sledgehammer. And then right before he does, Rena goes pitch black. And then next thing you know, we see a video of Hook training. Talks about, you stole what was mine. What was my destiny? Part of my family. And he's here to get it back. So lights come back on. Hook is right behind Perry and gives him a big overhead throw. He throws him across the table, sets up in the corner, gives him a high throw through the table, point blank, throws the towel on him, and he says, Wembley, all in. Or Wembley, Sunday. Throws the microphone on him and leaves. So yeah, Hook versus Jack Perry. I think we knew this coming for All In. And it was on the 0 hour again. I'll get to it when I talk about All In. But yeah, this is a good segment. Trios match. We had Orange Cassidy, Penta, and Eddie Kingston. First real match for Kingston since coming back from New Japan. And good to see still the New Japan Strong Openweight title holder. So there's that. So this match wasn't much here. There's basically a way for them to get momentum before Stadium Stampede. And it was simple. Orange Punch into Made in Japan by Penta, followed a rolling elbow by Eddie for the win. So I would like to see, provided they look to be paying more attention to the tag team division now. If Butcher and the Blade can be more, or perhaps they be more involved. But we'll see. Best friends, right after the match, they're in the ring to address their opponents for Stadium Stampede. They were pissed that, about how they wrecked Sue's van in the parking lot fight a couple weeks ago. And Trent plainly said, it's not going to be all love at All In. They're coming there to hurt you. So next thing we see the BCC with Santana Ortiz on the big screen. Mox was like, well, Eddie, you asked for this. And asked, why are you surprised since you said we could pick whoever we want and them being our partners. So Claudio, of course, we know how close Claudio and Eddie are. Claudio basically called out Eddie's character, saying, well, you wouldn't be surprised if a year from now. And Eddie had stormed off looking for them. So Claudio said, yeah, I'm not surprised if the guys you're in the ring with are not your friends in a year's time. So said he blames on everyone else, but maybe he has to look in the mirror. So yeah. Eddie, he arrived in the back with a chair on for the And Ortiz said, "You reap what you sow." So Eddie went to the back looking for his adversaries, couldn't find them. So he basically cut a promo with his camera. Excuse me. Saying Moxley, but all this, I don't want to hurt you. Said to Santana Ortiz, I'm not surprised you guys turned. I actually respect it. And he said to Claudio, I'm saving you for last. You're my sweetheart, and we're going to go to hell together. So he basically gave a kiss of death kind of to the camera and walked off. When Eddie Kingston speaks, you listen. I mean, just great. Young Bucks, FTR, another video package prior to their epic trilogy at All In. So, yep. Was good. Next, we had the Dark Horse, Alex Reynolds and John Silver, who we haven't seen since they had a falling out with Hangman. And the way it seems on TV, they're kind of doing a character change. So Reynolds and Silvers, they faced off against Action Andretti and Darius Martin, have been basically regulars on Collision as well, and losing efforts. Saw a decent match here. So Andretti had a good spot in this match. He went hit Brain Buster in 450 for a near fall. But Reynolds and Silvers ultimately won here with their Stunner German suplex combination for the win. You know, talk about the tag team division slowly coming back in AEW. Well, Reynolds and Silvers could certainly fit in there. Although, you know, an Evil Uno, Sue Grayson, they're another confusing reason. And they could add to the division as well. Next up, once again with, I'd say it's different. So, Big Bill once again with Ricky Starks in his corner took on the jobber here. And excuse me. And this was short, as you expect. Bill won here with a big choke slam. I mean, very good with the I mean, we love Big Bill. It's just, a question of where does it go from here? And with Ricky Starks, there must be a plan behind it, I'm sure. But what? We'll see. Definitely have to see. Ruby Soho, she called out Chris Statlander for a match at All Out for the TBS Championship, which, was basically confirmed by Chris later in the show. What, she beat Sky Blue. Um, so, I bet it'll be a good match, and said, well, Chris may be more than a woman, but she's lesser than me, and that she'll lose to me again. Yeah, it should be a good match. And with what we saw in Wembley, this match now has a weird meaning behind it, but yeah, we'll see. So we got Willow Nightingale versus Robyn Renegade. Not much here. Robyn, part of the Renegade twins, were mostly on dark, apparently. Thunder Rosa students. She hit a big drop kick to the outside, or on Willow for a near fall. But ultimately, Willow got through, hit a Dr. Bomb for the win. Caprice Coleman did have a good rap for Will on her entrance, so that was good. Have to admit that. Ooh, I'm breezing through this. So we got video package for Powerhouse Hobbs and Miro and their match next week in Chicago. Then moving to Chris Statlander accepting the challenge of Ruby Soho from earlier. Pretty simple. Keith Lee. They found Keith Lee. He's back. There were rumors about Keith Lee, but hey, he's on the show. So it's an improvement. So pretty short and simple for Zicky Dice. There were a number of squash kind of matches on the show. Keith Lee hit ground zero on Dice for the win. I mean, Lee looks good. What they can do after, we'll see. But yeah. Main events. We had Hook, Sting, CM Punk, and Darby. Amen tag versus Jay White, Swerve, Brian Cage, and Luchasaurus, with Samoa Joe on commentary, who provide very good commentary. So, Hook was thrown to the barricade after he was getting beaten down, and then Brian Cage showed his strength, muscle up Hook a few times. After a while, Punk got the hot tag, controversial, seemingly always Punk's reactions. Anyways, in the end, Punk hit the, well, I will say, funny thing by Jay White. He told CM Punk that he wanted to sing, and as they were going to tag him, he stopped Punk and attacked him. So, yeah. So, anyways, finish here. So, with Punk on Joe on commentary, as you expect, who would take the fall? Punk hit the GTS on Cage, looking at Samoa Joe, and they choked out Cage as Joe would, right in front of Joe, and then Joe was polite in saying that he would not attack while the match is going on. So, right after he said, I believe this match is over, correct, gentlemen? And Kevin Kelly, it was good to see again. By the way, so excuse me. So Nigel was there because, he would be there for Wembley. So yeah. So yeah. After a big brawl ensued with all the horses that are involved in Wembley. So yeah, Punk and Joe. Jack Perry tried to get the one up in the attack versus Hook. They got involved. Sting, Darby, Cage, Mogul Embassy. Yeah, a big brawl ensued between all parties after match. Ahead of All In, which you will see in my next review. But this is my little touch or thoughts on Collision. That was Saturday night. Last stop before All In. So tune the next one for All In. But for this coverage, thank you. If you guys like this short coverage, leave a like, thumbs up. See you guys for the next video. Peace.